friends. It gives me great joy again to share what God has been speaking to me the last 1 month or so. So, I want to draw attention to a particular verse and a set of verses in Psalm 84, verses 5 to 7. It says, "Blessed are those whose strength is in you, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage. As they pass through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. The autumn rains also cover it with pools. They go from strength to strength till each appears before God in Zion." So, among these verses, I want to highlight one word. It's pilgrimage. If you look at definition of pilgrim or pilgrimage, it talks about people taking long journeys from their place of residence to a place of religious importance. So, as New Testament Christians, we do not have to do that physically, but we are on a pilgrimage. Even it is affirmed in two other New Testament epistles. In 1 Peter 2, verses 11, Peter exhorts the believers. He tells them, "Beloved, I call upon you as strangers and sojourners," in some translation, as sojourners and pilgrims, to keep from fleshly desires that war against the soul. And Hebrews 11, verses 13, the famous chapter on faith. It talks, "In faith died all these, not having received the promise, from afar, from having seen them and having been persuaded, having saluted them and having confessed that strangers and sojourners they are upon the earth." Again, in some translations, sojourners and pilgrims. So, what we have to remember is this life on earth is, if we do not set our heart on pilgrimage, we will be reacting to everything that is happening around this world. We'll be reacting to political discourse. We'll be reacting to people abusing us. We'll be reacting to poverty, sickness. But as pilgrims, our only focus should be on God. What we are doing today on this earth, the earthly things, that has to be done. There's no way we can live on this earth without doing those things. So, even Jesus told in one of his discourse in John, he told that, "I do not want to take you out of this world." So, the important thing is, even as we are in this world, where is our mind and our heart set? A person on pilgrimage, he has only one thing: to reach the destination where he's going to, and to worship the deity he is going to, seeing him face to face. Do we have that in us? If you see in Philippians, it tells, "Set your heart on things above." So many times, if we still struggle with sin, struggle with the things and struggles of this world, it is not only because of persecution, but it's also because we have not set our hearts on pilgrimage. So I encourage everyone to set their hearts on pilgrimage. But there's a word of caution. There are some people who go to the other extreme. They do not educate their children, they do not uh, save up money, or they do not do anything prudently. That is not called for. But even as you do those things, do not believe in them, do not put your trust in them. They may or may not last your life, but store up treasures in heaven where it will last forever. So, this is the message I want to share with you. And as we are on this journey of being pilgrims, and as we are sojourners in the dictionary, it is defined as people who are there in a particular location for a short term. We are here only for a short term. So, let us, as pilgrims and sojourners, look towards a pilgrimage, look towards our eternal city. We are sojourners here, but we are not sojourners in heaven. We are citizens of heaven. So let us remember that and fight our faith, fight our fight for our faith, and let us exalt and let us meet God when we see Him. I suddenly am reminded about our school anthem. Let us all meet not on wanting on thy holy hill. So that should be our aim. Whatever we do on this earth, whether you are an engineer or a doctor or anything that you're doing, our main aim is to glorify God and meet Him there. Thank you.